My preview of round 2 of the New Japan Cup, as we have 8 matches for round 2. It's going to be 2 matches per day, as the 13th will have Tomohiro Ishii versus Taichi, and Yoshihashi versus Chase Owens. As starting with those two, Tomohiro Ishii and Taichi, that's a fun little match. I think they can have a great story built through it. Obviously, the two going into it, two high-profile proteges for Tomohiro Ishii being Riki Choshu and Taichi being Toshiaki Kawada. That could be great to help build for just a small little time for the match before they have their match here. As far as who's going to win, I do think it's going to be Tomohiro Ishii. I think Ishii in the quarterfinals could go very well. But either way, I think whoever wins this match here in round 2, I think it's safe to say they're going to go on to the semifinals. So there's that. As Yoshihashi versus Chase Owens, as far as on paper, not the biggest names for round 2, but I think it's going to be a good match. I really do think so. I think Chase Owens has really improved vastly over the past couple of years, honestly, for New Japan. Really, this year, 2019, has been his coming out party so far. He beat Juice Robinson first round. I think he's going to beat Yoshihashi this round, to be honest. I think they're going to do Chase Owens, Tomohiro Ishii. That's a kind of, have Chase Owens go on a little bit of a run. Have him beat Juice, have him beat Yoshihashi, then have. Either way, though, you could see a little chaos quarterfinals match. And also, too, Okada and Ospreay is definitely going to be the quarterfinals. So you have another chaos versus chaos match. Is why I don't think they're going to have a chaos-heavy quarterfinals for this side of the bracket. Just kind of would be a little too excessive in my opinion. But who knows? Obviously, Yoshihashi's the bigger name compared to Chase Owens. But it could be nice to kind of give another shocking win to Chase Owens. Very March Madness-esque again to have him upset Yoshihashi. So Yoshihashi, either way though, Yoshihashi, Tomohiro Ishii's a fine match. Tomohiro Ishii versus Chase Owens is a fine match. Either way, it'd be okay. It'd be okay. As Kazuchika Okada versus Mikey Nichols and Will Ospreay and Lance Archer is the matches for the 14th. Okada and Mikey Nichols, this is obviously the test for Mikey Nichols. He only wrestled, 9 minutes against Hikuleu, and really not a very eventful match, if I do say so myself. Obviously, going into it, that's what everybody expected going in, so that was kind of a thing where now he can actually give a bit of a test for Okada. They might go 16, 18 minutes, maybe even 20. Something for him to kind of showcase his single skills. That'll be nice for Mikey Nichols. And if he doesn't have a good match with Okada, that's not going to be a good sign for Mikey Nichols' New Japan career as a single star. Not good at all. As Will Ospreay, Lance Archer, going to continue the Will Ospreay's going to go through the Giants. He beat Bad Luck Fale round 1. Now he's going to beat Lance Archer round 2. The bigger guys taking him down before he loses to Okada in the quarterfinals. Either way, though, you could upset Okada. That would be pretty crazy to see that happen. And then also, if they do Ishii Ospreay in the semifinals, if Ishii beats him, that could later on down the line set up a never openweight title match too. So there's that. That could make a lot more sense, because then Okada beating Ospreay would be kind of weird, because you get a shot at the never openweight title, but Okada obviously isn't going to do that. I don't think it, at least. That'd be kind of weird, seeing him with the never openweight title. As we have the next 2 matches for the 16th. They're going to skip a day. That's kind of nice. They're going to skip the 15th, go into the 16th, as Ryusuke Taguchi and Hiroshi Tanahashi and Kota Ibushi, Zack Sabre Jr. The Tanahashi-Taguchi match is going to be so much fun to see. They've been building up pretty well so far after their round 1 matches. On the 11th, they had a big 8-man tag, and they were going at each other after the bell rang, and that's kind of Taguchi really being hungry for this shot at the IWGP Heavyweight title. I think that's going to really build into that. Him and Tanahashi, obviously two, namestay people of New Japan. Ryusuke Taguchi's been with New Japan just almost as long as Hiroshi Tanahashi. Tanahashi has a couple more years on him, but Taguchi has been there for a long ass time and really graduated out of the dojo around 2004-ish, 2005-ish, and obviously his path has always been the junior heavyweight, so here he gets this nice little glimpse into the heavyweight Ryusuke Taguchi, and him and Tanahashi. It's gonna be a fun match. And Tanahashi's gonna win. That'd be fucking crazy if Ryusuke Taguchi won. I'll say Tanahashi wins and goes on to the quarterfinals, and then we have Kota Ibushi and Zack Sabre Jr. Obviously, as far as odds on the favorite, it's probably going to be the best match of round 2. If I had to, make a prediction, I'd say that much. As far as now we have, is it going to be Kota Ibushi's time to win a New Japan Cup and get a shot at the IWGP Heavyweight title against Jay White? He's won the cup before. He won it back in 2015, and I think, and I saw that had a match against AJ Styles, where, Omega cost him the match during that. So it'd be nice to see him kind of build up to that, where he gets another shot, and this time he doesn't have to get fucked over, but he probably will, and it builds up to more babyface sympathy for Kota Ibushi. It'd just be another layer on top of Ibushi, where he's just been obviously one of the most talented guys in the world of the 2010s, and here he gets another title shot just before the end of the decade, and he gets fucked over again, by Bullet Club, as that kind of be a great layered story throughout the years for him. It's just as far as, looking back and kind of the scope of his career of New Japan, that'll kind of always be his story. So I really do hope Ibushi wins this tournament. That'd be just great as far as that story for him. As I do think he's gonna win. Obviously, this match here with Ibushi and Zack Sabre Jr. It's gonna be a fine match. Obviously, these two are always gonna be linked together because of that CWC match, what should have been the finals, and plus it also gives Ibushi a win over Zack Sabre Jr. from last year's New Japan Cup. So there's that too. That's a nice little another layering for Kota Ibushi to have. As the next match, Colt Cabana Toru Yano, obviously the comedy match, the comedy dream match for most, as this was happening in Ring of Honor a couple of years back. I think Ring of Honor just uploaded it, I think it was this year or last year, for free on YouTube, as far as like their Throwback Thursday video of the week type of thing. So if you want to kind of see how this match is going to go, probably just watch that. Obviously it's going to be a nice change of pace for round 2 after what we saw from the night before with Ibushi and Zack Sabre Jr. and Tanahashi and Taguchi. That's Tanahashi and Taguchi's gonna have some comedy bits in there. So this will be the cool down match of round 2. As far as I think Yano's gonna win. I don't think Cabana's gonna beat him. A Cabana quarterfinals appearance would be quite strange. It would be. I didn't even think he'd win out of the Togi Makabe match, to be honest. But it makes sense either way if it was going to be Makabe or Yano or Cabana Yano. Those matches make sense for a tournament style. And, Cabana and Yano, gonna be a lot of fun. Yano's gonna get the win, though. Go 8, go anywhere between 6 to 8 minutes. Just a nice little change of pace for it. Then Minoru Suzuki Sanada as the final round 2 matchups. Suzuki and Sanada, obviously a rematch from the New Beginning show in Sapporo. So really, we have it to where a Suzuki-Ibushi semifinals could be a lot of fun, or even a Sanada-Ibushi semifinals could be a lot of fun. Is where we're going for from here, is kind of where I'm thinking for here. This is going to be a good match, though. It's going to be a good match. It's going to be one of the better matches of round 2 here. They've always had good chemistry between each other. The New Beginning and Support show, that lasted like 10 minutes, their match. So I think this one's going to go 15, 18, maybe even 20. Especially with Cabana and Yano probably going to go short. They're going to have a lot of time to use to fill up the rest of the card. So we could see them going a little longer. We could even see them going into the 25-minute mark. I doubt it, though. It'd be kind of weird to see those guys go that long. It'd be a lot of stalling from Suzuki. Suzuki would use the outside a lot. So that, out of the 25 minutes, 5 would be on the outside type of thing. But it is what it is. You got to work your way around it. I'll go with my official prediction. I think Suzuki's going to win that match. Suzuki and the Suzuki-Yano match would be a lot of fun from a perspective of just complete total opposites from a character perspective going against each other. It's obviously builds great opposites to just complete polar opposites from a character perspective and how they work against each other for a tournament matchup. It's a lot of fun. And then, be a Suzuki Ibushi semifinals, and on the other side, either Ishii Okada or Ishii Ospreay semifinals. So that's, obviously it's looking like it could be a Ishii Ibushi, a Ishii Suzuki, or even, so many different Ospreay Ibushi from Wrestle Kingdom 12 rematch in the finals, which that kind of be a little weird. I know Okada Ibushi finals would be fucking crazy. There's a lot of different variables still. It's still not set in stone, because even like a Hiroshi Tanahashi, I'm kind of been writing him off for this New Japan just because he just lost the belt last month. So it would be kind of weird to see him get a rematch so quickly. But you never know. They could have him beat Jay White. Or not even beat him, have him lose again. Just have him fall twice to him. As that will do it for my preview of round 2 of the 2019 New Japan Cup. So I will catch you guys after it's all over for the review of the New Japan Cup round 2. Take care, everyone.